Oh, we might be live. Hello, lads. Checking 1, 2, 2. Mic unmuted. I think we are live out in YouTube land.
Looks like it.
Let's see. Yeah, do you see us? Good. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Two Heads, One Heart. Great to have you with us. Guest tonight is here beside me, the brilliant Louis B. Burrows. Happy New Year, Louis. How are you?
Hey, Happy New Year.
How's it going, boy?
Not too bad. I hope it was good with you as well.
Yeah, it was. You had a good Christmas. I saw that you. Well, I know that you were away home to Bonnie, England. Was it nice at home? Did you have adverse weather conditions as well, or was it okay?
The weather was English, but it was not too bad. It was it was all right. And then seeing all the family and friends.
Nice, was
That's
it?
what Christmas is about.
That's it. Yeah, I missed mine this year, but yeah, I know what it's like. It's nice to get back and reconnect. Indeed, and of course you have big news coming up this year. It's a big year for you. You're going to be a daddy for the first time.
Yeah.
As the Belgians would say.
It's an exciting year. Yeah, we're like literally. It's the countdown now already. It's a month away. So.
Is it really that close?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's that'll, as we say in Ireland, that'll put a halt to your gallop.
We'll see about that.
We'll see. Yeah, because you've I mean, music has been a big part of your life and gigging and I don't know if you've done much touring, but I know certainly you've done lots of gigging. Were you playing in England lots? You came out to Belgium what year?
2015. I came out to Belgium.
2015.
Yeah, it's a while ago now.
Oh wow, it is, yeah. And you never look back. It was it's just a great scene, isn't it?
It's a grand scene. Yeah. But I mean, it's great to be back visiting in the UK, and then I don't know, having one foot in Europe is always amazing. One foot in Europe, one foot in the UK.
I know. Although Belgium really is your home now at this stage. You're well settled. I think are you over up there in Mull?
Yeah. We've it's every year that goes by, it's putting down more and more roots, and expanding on the menagerie of everything that's here, animals, and now, an extra addition to the family.
Indeed, yeah, I know. No, you have chickens there. Is that right?
Ducks. We have
Ducks, I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. You have special Belgian breed. You were telling me
about a Belgian breed. About 25 of them now. We have too many. If anybody wants a duck dinner,
I just want to get rid of a few. Okay, so if anyone has a restaurant or just fancies a duck, you're the man to call.
As a pet, anything, just let me know.
As a pet, anything, or just not a pet duck. Yeah. We have Reba Jack in the chat. He definitely take a duck off you, I'd say.
Yeah, anytime. Let me know when you're down these ends.
And we're not talking about and we do mean duck, Reba Jack. We're not talking autocorrect here. So good to see the chatters. I'm just reading over the phone here, looking at who we have. We have Louis B. Burrows. Oh no, so that's you. We have Reba Jack and we have Chris. Hello, guys. Good to have you there. And Mr. Good Mojo is there in the chat as well. Lovely to see you. If anyone else wants to drop in and say hi, please feel free to do so. Our guest tonight is Louis B. Burrows, living in Mull in Belgium. Which part of England, Louis? I keep forgetting which part you're actually from.
I'm from Evesham. It's a small town in Worcestershire, the Cotswolds, more or less.
Oh yeah, that's right. The town that we can't pronounce. Worcestershire. That one.
That's the one. Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one. Were you playing a lot in England before you came out? I mean, were you doing a lot of gigs, or I know you were busking a bit.
I was busking a lot. I was busking a hell of a lot, and then doing bits and pieces, gigs in pub slots, and then weddings. I was playing a few weddings as well, and then just busking a hell of a lot too. When I was studying, I started out learning bass guitar and playing in bands, and then eventually rolled into solo and busking, and just went from there.
The last time we chatted as well, I was just looking back at we did a big long raving with Rua. did a series on the channel called Raving with Rua for people who don't know, and of course you were one of the first. Yourself and Rebbe Jack, of course, the two guinea pigs they always call on the crash test dummies to try out these things, and you did. That's nearly, which I believe is nearly 2 years ago. It was 2021, I think,
Oh,
when
wow.
we did that. May of 21. Wow.
Yeah, that's a while ago.
Yeah, a lot of water under the bridge since we spoke on that show. For sure. You tell us about your new single. You have a brand new single out,
I
only nearly a month to the day.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
almost a month to the day.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's a single. It's A side, B side, and then on the A side is a new song that I just wrote about expecting and expecting the baby, and I sing it to the baby every now and again, and
Nice.
it's really it's really cute, and then it moves in the tummy of my wife. Yeah, it's really, really cute. And then on the B side, there's our song that we wrote when we got married in 2019, um,
Beautiful
which
too.
is yeah, and my wife sings on that as well, which is lovely. So yeah, if you haven't heard it, definitely check it out. It's called
People can find it on
Awaiting.
Awaiting. Indeed,
Yeah,
I have all your links anywhere under the in the old info section
perfect.
below, so people can hear all your music there. You have a great website. You've got your Bandcamp, Spotify, all the usual
Yeah,
stuff is there for people to have a listen to. Of course, if they so wish, and you should check it out because it's a great. I love the fact that you can duet with your lovely lady. It's
yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, because Annalise is her name, but she's
hmm
also a fantastic artist. You're a painter drawer, so is she, and also a great musician and singer herself. As far as I know, are you frozen? Yeah, that happens. You'll probably come back. I hope it'll come back. Yeah, we'll see.
I think I lost you there.
Yeah, you did. You did. I was just saying that how great an artist Annalise is too. She said, you're both painters and drawers and musicians, and that must be really nice. To when you came together over art and music. It's beautiful.
Yeah, art and
Yeah.
music. It's like our shared loves. Art, music, and animals. Yeah, yeah.
So nice. So nice. And are you living in Mall a long time now, or is it kind of over and back since 2015? Or yeah, come back to us. Did you lose me, Louis, or are we still there? Double checking here. Yeah. Typical web. It was fine during the sound check. Nice to meet you. A few congratulations coming in there for you while we're getting you back. Congrats from Guitar Chris. Yeah. Yeah, we're back.
Are we back?
We're back.
Fantastic.
We're back. I don't know
Oh
if
my god.
the Wi-Fi is not playing ball with you there in Mall. I
Yeah, I
think
don't
I
think.
don't know what's going on.
We'll see. We'll
Uh,
see if we
but
manage
I
to
was
get
just
any more out.
it doesn't matter. It's okay. I was just saying there's lots of congratulations coming in there on the chat as well
Cheers.
about baby to be, which is lovely to see. Thanks very much, folks, for that. Reading the comments here, some funny ones. Jack wants to know. Jack was wondering what the hell those things are behind you on the
These
wall.
things. They're for rolling cigars.
Is that what they are?
Yeah. So I'm in my little home studio, and I nicknamed it the Carib, which is there was on this in this building before we lived here a long time ago. There was a cigar factory, and
Yes.
so yeah, we make cigars,
Oh wow.
music.
So yeah. Did you try your hand at rolling them yourself, or is it just no? You didn't. No.
It's just decoration.
Just decoration. Yeah. Okay. I was wondering. I thought maybe some kind of a CD rack, but then they were kind of they're not exactly straight, and I was wondering what's going on.
Sorry, I missed you there.
Oh yeah. So I thought maybe initially that they were some kind of CD rack. that
Oh
they
no.
were. Yeah,
Could,
but then
could use it for that. Could use it for that.
yeah, maybe you could. They're a little bit off angle as well. So yeah, I wasn't
Or
sure.
like acoustic treatment, like you can bounce it off the inside of the little
Yeah,
roll.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What's the people who know you from the gigs and the open mics and stuff that we've seen yet? You have this great big bunch of flowers on
Yeah.
top of your guitar, which really stands out in the crowd. Do you have
I
it
have
nearby there?
I have one nearby. Yeah.
Yeah, look at it.
There you go.
Oh wow, what a great thing! And is that on all the guitars or is it just on the resonator?
That's on all the guitars that I perform with regularly. Yeah.
So it's you can kind of take it off and it's removable basically.
Oh no, they all have their
They
own
all have their
specific.
own.
They all have their own specific one. This one's like got a sunflower on. This one's a bit more sunny, summery
Fantastic.
kind of sound, and the other
Yeah.
one's got a bit more roses, lilies, that kind of thing.
It's amazing. You're probably the only
Yeah.
guitarist in the world that has that. Uh,
Flower power capo.
Flower power capo, as Stephen says.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of capos, you're a big proponent of the old of these things here, the old shortcuts as well.
These
You
ones.
use it. Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. Voila, boom.
Let's have one
And
with lying around. Yeah.
yeah, is that one that's kind of a sawn off? Is that a dadgad capo
Yeah.
there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I've got
because I know that some of the red ones used to have only one string cut out, and then you had the
yeah.
what's on.
That's the double drop D
That's a double drop D. Okay, so it's not quite that
with
good.
the
Yeah, I noticed, and you use the white one. You use the open G.
yeah. Use the open G a couple of times.
Yeah, and you find them handy to write songs on. You find them a good tool, do you?
It's just breaking out of the standard into open tunings with just a
Yeah,
capo. That's just
I know.
the ease of it.
Yes, of course, they are amazing because you don't need to detune the guitar, of course.
Hmm. And you can play behind. I love playing
Yeah, it
playing
opens up
behind
strings
the
behind the
thing.
capos, which is
Yeah.
a weird and wonderful thing, of course. Yeah, it is. They're made, and I notice as well. I mean, you'll have to be careful because they don't make the ones with these levers anymore.
I know.
So they're kind of squeaky.
Yeah.
So they are, as scarce as hen's teeth. They are collectible. You can still get these dadgad capos or drop or open D capos, whatever they call them,
Mm.
shortcut capos. But they don't have the lever anymore. So be careful of your lever one. It's going to be
Yeah.
worth a lot in a few years.
Hopefully they
Yeah.
have like a lifetime guarantee on it, like that would be
Yeah,
nice.
well, I
Kaiser,
know
if you're
that.
listening.
Yeah, they do have a lifetime warranty, but I don't know if they do on the levers because, of course,
Yeah.
that's the weakest link on those capos is the lever, and they could easily snap or break. But
And they make good effects in the studio.
they do. I remember a guy saying, I think the guy who introduced me to them back in the day, he said it wasn't quite this capo, but it was a capo you had that the actual spring squeaked. Some capos squeak,
Yeah.
some don't. And that's just the thing about Kaiser capos. And he said he was telling me a story about this particular capo had a squeak, and he was at a jam, and there was happened to be an up and coming film producer. He specialized in movie.
Cool.
Not soundtracks, but the
Foley.
the noises that you need for movies. Open door, squeaking doors and stuff. Sound effects is what I'm trying to think of. And he heard this capo squeaking, and he went, "Oh, what was that?" And he says, "It's just my Kaiser capo. It squeaks." He says, "Can you come by the studio tomorrow? I need to record that." So he brought him in just to go squeak, just to get this capo sound that he wanted, and it ended up on some film.
You never know. The sounds can
Amazing.
come from anywhere.
Sounds good from anywhere. What was the
Yeah.
CD you made before the single?
Small
Your
talk.
last EP,
Yeah.
Small Talk. Yeah, what
Mhm.
impressed me about that? A few things impressed me about that, Louis. The fact that you made it all yourself. You recorded at home. You're big into the home recording, like myself. But yeah, just talk us through a little bit about that process. And I mean, because I know you even down to the artwork for the album, and you ended up, I believe, even mixing and mastering it yourself.
Yeah. It was a labor of love. It was a typical Corona album. I think a lot of people were
Oh
like,
yeah, it was
"Okay,
that
what are we
time.
gonna do?" And then yeah, just go back in the studio, and then wanted to record those songs and get them down
Yeah.
and get them out. And then I have a couple of instruments also like lying around, violins, a melodica and things, and some percussion stuff. And so it was like, okay, yeah, let's make let's make this uh, larger than life. And then yeah, the mixing went really well. The mastering was difficult. That was a tough one, but
I can imagine because that's something I'd never touched myself. Normally, I suppose most of the time now people will just send it away or send it away even online and
yeah, yeah.
get it back mastered because of the headache involved in in doing it. But did you need special equipment to do that? Special speakers? How did you?
Yeah, I got some extra equipment. I got some extra software as well,
Oh,
at the time, and then yeah, and then I just spent a time distancing myself from the recording, so I didn't do it straight afterwards. I like really
yeah,
was like, okay, I'm not listening to that
good idea. You came
for
back
a
with fresh
couple of
ears.
months, and then came back with fresh ears and looked at it again. Um, but yeah, I can definitely see how mastering engineers do their magic and what it's worth. It's great to have a different set of ears as well.
Oh yeah,
And during the process of the mastering, particularly, I got in touch with a couple of friends and sent also people who are not interested in music particularly, but I just sent them it and said, look, just listen to this and tell me what you think, just to have an outside perspective. It's
sure.
yeah,
And did they give you back feedback about it? I mean, it must have
yeah.
been pretty positive.
They gave me really good feedback about it, and sometimes um, sometimes it's silly little things that just need tweaking that you're like that you just miss, or you don't think about. Like yeah, uh, yeah. I'm trying to think of a good example, but
Frequency, you mean from a frequency perspective, or even just having too much bass on something? You mean that kind of
yeah,
stuff?
or particularly with for example, the song "Drizzle Days," in that ending that it just didn't have enough oomph.
Oh yeah,
In that ending, and then so like trying to then play around with mastering software to bring up the bass in that and to bring up the there's like loads of different layered harmonies on the end and
uh
to
huh,
just bring them out of the mud as it were a little
yeah,
bit,
yeah, yeah.
but not too much that it becomes too present. But yeah, yeah,
Is that something? Yeah. So after doing all that, is that something you now sort of take a step back from, or
yeah,
are
definitely.
you? Yeah, yeah. You won't be going. You won't be becoming a mastering engineer
No.
anytime soon. No.
I I think definitely not for my own stuff.
Yeah.
Certainly. I think it's really important to be able to just separate yourself from that last step. Although saying that with the single, putting the single out just because I wanted it to be done quickly, I did also do it there. But like, yeah, um, it's I do think if with a bigger project, with a proper album, another EP or something, then definitely just to find somebody else just to put the distance between
Yeah.
and to get that extra set of ears, get that extra experience
I think that's a good idea.
as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Even from mixing here, sometimes I'll record people. I always suggest to them that they even get a mix somewhere else, just from that point of view, from the fresh ear perspective, as you said. And
Yeah,
yeah, certainly not mastering. Wouldn't touch mastering, but yeah, that's a whole different world. And Annalise,
it's a different ball game. Yeah,
oh, completely. I was just reading Annalise's funny comment there. She said, "I didn't see him for weeks." She said he just disappeared into the studio. It
yeah. It was.
was a bit like that.
Yeah, and also learning, just spending hours and hours trying to
Of
learn,
course, you were trying to teach
and
yourself
then
as well.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. I was the
yeah,
same. I was the same doing the whole recording thing at the beginning. It's just hours and hours and hours of YouTube and tutorials and reading books
yeah,
and just how do I make, how do I do this thing? You know what I mean? And it's just, yeah, learn as we earn.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it turned out really well. You did a great job. Kudos on that. It
Mhm.
was just.
Cheers.
Did you have any?
Cheers.
You had a few gigs, did you, over the course of 22?
Yeah, yeah.
Any highlights for you? Any stood out?
I think
Uh,
um I think one of the ones that I really enjoyed the most was it was like a charity gig, I suppose. It was for Ensemble, the non-profit organization Ensemble, and they were collecting money for kids who can't afford instruments. and it was
Yeah.
to busk outside of the festival grounds of the Dranutish festival
Oh, I
in West
saw that
Belgium.
passing. Yeah.
And it was such a sunny day, and Mika and Jos, you also know Mika and Jos as well, so
Yeah.
that
Great
was really
people.
nice to yeah, they were just out with the hat going around for collecting people's change and but busking, and then
Beautiful.
afterwards also going to the festival itself, and just the whole experience was
Yeah.
really good. It was really, really nice. Seeing Talisk, they're a Scottish band who are amazing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just really good. Really good vibes
One of the good
and just
ones.
fun.
Yeah.
Just fun. Yeah.
One of the good ones. And have you plans now to? Obviously, you have big plans coming up in the next month and stuff. But are there new songs in the pipeline or anything like that? Are you
Oh yeah.
trying to create all the time in between all the chaos that's going
hmm
on? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm writing again now as well, with the aim of kind of getting a collection of songs together for a full album that kind of work together quite nicely. So that's kind of in the yeah, constantly in the background, and then
Mm,
being aware of like that we're waiting for the baby and everything. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to try and fit that in and try and work with that. But I don't think that's gonna be a problem, and we'll keep writing, and it'll give inspiration and stuff. So I'm thinking that'll be really cool. But
yeah.
that's the
Oh,
aim, looking to get to that album and work with other producers as well. It's something that I want to be doing, yeah, in the next year or
sure.
2024 even, like, yeah, longer term.
Yeah, indeed. Are there people in your vicinity up? You're talking about Antwerp. Are you talking about producers? Well, Belgium is small anyway, but do you have anyone in mind? Or
Yeah, there's a couple of people. There's actually another guy, Mall, maybe that I have in mind.
yeah,
Limburg as well, and then yeah, Belgium. I'm just putting my feelers out currently, but yeah,
good.
it would be
Are
cool to
any?
just collaborate.
Yeah, did you make physical copies of any of this stuff, or is it all digital at the moment? Or
I want to make a physical copy of that. With the awaiting, I just wanted to get that one out.
yeah, the
Because
tr-
literally wrote it and it was about the baby, and I was like, yeah, that needs to go out into the world. But I think I missed the physical copy thing with it a little bit. If anybody wants a physical copy, let me know, and I'll try to
sure.
sort something out.
Yeah, I know, but it's the cost of making the
But yeah,
things, of course. Yeah, which is I was just wondering. A lot of younger artists now. I mean, I saw Jim Kane made a physical album recently as well, and
hmm
so you have to decide, I suppose, sometimes, do the costs, the balance of of making these things are so expensive now,
yeah.
uh, and then trying to convince people to buy a physical copy of something is the next uphill battle. Yeah,
I do think it's nice to have something in your like from a personal opinion. Like I do think it's nice to have something in your hands.
yeah,
It's like a book, the same
sure,
as books and things that just to have something tactile.
yep,
And
indeed,
so maybe we need to. I'm thinking about possibly stepping away from the idea of CDs and things, and then maybe it needs to be vinyl as that's coming back. I don't know,
yeah.
cassette is
Final
popular again.
cassette.
Rabbit Jack also just
Raven Jackson said,
took the words out of
"Yeah,
my mouth,
yeah,
pretty
absolutely. He's on
much.
the ball, that fella. Yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he's ahead of the latency. He has a said
I
before. Yeah, he is. Yeah, yeah.
I gotta follow the trends. Obviously, this is obviously the thing to do.
Physical is old fashioned, just like I am, says Chris. Yeah. Me too, sir. I know. I know. You're still actively looking for gigs for 2023, and you'll be out
Yeah,
there
yeah,
gigging and playing open
yeah.
mics. Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
I think the next date I have is in on 11th of March in Reti, so that's quite local to here.
Maybe,
In
yeah,
the
okay.
Plough, in the Plough, yeah.
In the
So
plough.
yeah, the Plough, yeah,
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
just like Rebel Jack, I might be getting you back to my open mic in Aclo before then as well. I'm also bringing back a few of the people who played some of the earlier ones
Mhm,
before
mhm.
it built up. So I might get you back
Nice.
in there. Um, as soon as I can, maybe just do another stint.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
it'd be nice to have you back. I'm like I said, bringing in a few of the people that played the
Try
earlier
out some new
ones.
tunes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
by all means, it'd be great to have you
that'd
back.
be awesome.
Um,
It's a
but
good laugh. as well.
It's a good
It's a good,
laugh.
yeah.
Yeah, it is, and it's turning. I'm happy the way it's going. It's turning into a very nice little open mic out there, for sure. Olivia Newton-John says, like Olivia Newton-John, let's get physical. Yeah, nice one, Mr. Mojo.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you go. I want to thank you very much for spending a bit of time here on this thing, Louis.
No worries. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and I think we covered all of the important stuff about your music anyway,
More or less.
and some little technical issues in between. But that's okay. That's how these things are. It's still not as technical as my as the big stream I do on Mondays. Less buttons to push, but we're very dependent on the Wi-Fi and stuff. So you never know what's going to happen. I want to wish you and Annalise a very, very happy New Year and the very best of luck with new baby. Very, very soon, and of course with the music, keep up the great work. You're doing great work, writing great songs, and lovely to have you here chatting for a few minutes on this new thing.
Yeah, we'll definitely see you when we see you, or as they say in Belgium, totten en draai.
Totten en draai. Tot de volgende keer. Yeah, the Belgians. Your Flemish is better than mine at this stage now. But you're learning the Limburgs. You're learning to sing when you talk, a bit like the people in the south of Ireland.
Exactly that.
It's a different braid of Flemish, but it's still Flemish. Yeah.
Yeah, more or less. It sounds different to us. That's the
yeah, that's it. It sure does. Well, listen, thanks very much for being here, Louis. I realized in the last chat as well. I kept referring to you. I kept calling you Lewis in the old stream, and I said, and just after then I realized no, it's Louis B. Burrows, not Lewis. So apologies for that, Louis.
No worries at all. No worries.
I remember King Louis, and that's how I.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's it. The best of luck with everything. Louis, and we'll see each other very soon, somewhere down the road. All the very best to you, and thank you for being here. I think I can drop you out here. But look,
take care.
Yeah, you mind yourself, and we'll see each other soon.
Yep. See you then.
Bye, Louis. Happy New Year. Bye. See ya. Bye.
Take care.
There you go, folks. The brilliant Louis B. Burrows, all the way from Mull. A quick little catch up with the man himself, and he's doing great work, writing great songs. Please check out his links below for more information on the great Louis B. Burrows. You won't be disappointed. And great lad, great hard-working musician, and lovely to have him on this two heads, one heart thing that we're doing here. Check out a couple more videos, folks. Every Monday night, of course, the Songwriter Show here on the channel, and that's with music, of course. I get to play back 9 or 10 songs from great singer-songwriters from around the world. Please join us every Monday. These things will be more sporadic. I don't know when the next one will be. Keep an eye on the social media. Give us a follow there at the Rua Room on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to give the old video a thumbs up tonight and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel or you haven't already done so. Thanks to all the great chatters who came into the live stream as well. All the very best to you all. Happy New Year. We'll see each other on Monday night at the Songwriter Show, and keep your eye on the social media for the next two heads, one heart. Check out one or two of these videos here, and the shop if you want to have a look at it as well, the online shop. Tutta Volgan the Care. Mind yourselves. See you in the next one. Bye.